This is the sports betting picks and plays. This is for the college basketball edition. My name is Abby. Thank you for joining me on Tuesday, March the 4th. We just have a slate of games here, edition, courtesy of oddslogic.com. They provide the odds for us, along with the over-unders, totals, point spreads, and the injury report. This is the oddslogic.com for college basketball. The first game we're going to look at here that we're taking a look at here is going to be Georgia at South Carolina. South Carolina at 1.5 point favorites. That's the opening number. Total 137. Since then, it's been all over the place. It's been Georgia favored. Now it's back to South Carolina, and we're even seeing pick'ems. The total has gone up a bit to 138. 138, pretty much where it is now. That's where it's at. We'll get the latest update here. See where the public's at and the sharps are at for this game. So public's all over Georgia. Public all over Georgia in this game. For the over-under, nothing on the over-under. But public was all over South Carolina, then all of a sudden it's Georgia. Now they like Georgia. So we're going to look into this game further. I have a play on this game that I like. I'll give that to you in a few minutes. That's Georgia, South Carolina. So they've already played earlier. They played last month, 2 months ago, actually, January 28th. They played this year in Georgia. Georgia at home, they were favored. They won 71-60, and it was under the total, under 134. The last two meetings have gone under. Georgia 4-6 last 10, 5-5 against the spread, 6-3 to the over last 10 games. So overall, 2-3 Georgia last 5 games. Georgia's won 2 straight. That was as an underdog, and now Georgia's 4-1 last 5 games. South Carolina 2-8 last 10, 4-5-1 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. 2-3 last 5 games, South Carolina, and 4-1 to the over. So both teams are playing to the over. The last 2 meetings have gone under. For this game itself, let's look into this one here. I do have a play here for you guys on this play. It's not going to be a side. It's going to be more or less. I like the total in this game. I'll tell you what's the side in a moment. But I do like the total. Now the total that I like in this game for the over-under, I do like the under. I like under 137.5. I do like the under in this game. Despite both teams playing to the over, I feel head-to-head in this matchup, the last 2 meetings have gone under the last 2 meetings. So so this style of play, they're very familiar with each other. This conference matchup, they're very familiar with each other. So I do like the under. The last 2 meetings have gone under, and I believe this game will go under as well. Under 137.5. That's the play for me in this game. I don't have a play for the side, just the under in this game. Next game we're going to look at is LSU and Kentucky. LSU and Kentucky. This one here opened up, as you can see, 12.5. 12.5 Kentucky. And the total is 156.5. So open up 12.5 Kentucky. 136.5. Just one moment. Sorry, 156.5, excuse me. 156.5. Now the number's gone all the way to 13. We're seeing 13s across the board. So look into this game further. Yep, so all the money's on Kentucky. No surprise. Kentucky getting all the money. And the over in this game. Definitely going to play on this one. So I have the play on this game for you guys. Let's look into this one further. That's Kentucky and LSU. All right, so Kentucky and LSU. We got it here. Head to head. This is the first meeting of the season between these two teams. LSU 2-8 last 10 games, 4-6 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. So LSU, they've lost 3 straight games. They're 2-3 last 5, and 3-2 to the over last 5 games. Kentucky, 5-5 last 10, 5-5 against the spread, 5-4-1 to the over. Kentucky 2-3 last 5 games. Kentucky 2-2-1 last 5 games. So yeah, 2-2-1 last 5 games. So let's see here. Kentucky favored by 13. Kentucky has been good at home. They covered South Carolina at home, Vanderbilt. They've covered the bottom feeder teams. That's 13. Well, the play I like here, and I'm going to go with. Let's see. I do like the over in this game. Definitely like the over. Over the latest number here is 150. 156.5. So I definitely like the over here. I like the over in this game. And let's look at let's see here. Yeah, and I like the first half. I'm going to take the first half, Kentucky 6.5. I like Kentucky in the first half, minus 6.5. I like that play. So the over and Kentucky first half minus 6.5. I wouldn't talk you off of playing the full game, minus 12.5, minus 13. But I'm going to be taking the first half. I'll do the first half, 6.5. And I like the over, 156.5. That's my play for that game. Yeah, I like that. I think that might be Kentucky's last home game of the season. I'm not sure. Let me double check to see. Yeah, it might be their last home game of the season. It is because they got to go to Missouri on the 8th of March, and then the March Madness starts after that. So it's going to be their last home game of the season. So I like Kentucky to go out in style and have a good first half. Yeah, full game, like I said, I wouldn't talk you off that either. But that's how I'm playing that game. The next game we're going to look at here, it's going to be, let's see here. It's going to be Purdue at home versus Rutgers. We like Purdue at Rutgers. So we're going to look at that one now. So this one is minus 10. Total 154.5. Right now we're seeing 11.5, 11 across the board. We'll say 11. And the total has come down to 151. Yeah, it's come down to 151.5. And yep, it's 151.5. Yeah, somehow it's dropped a little bit. Let's look at this one. Public all over Purdue, though, on the 11.5. They like Purdue. Yep, Purdue, they like Purdue. And they like the over in this game. Everybody's on the over. Yeah, no resistance to the under. It's all overs. And like Purdue. So look into this game further. Yeah, we'll take a look at this game further. That's Purdue and Rutgers. Head to head. They played last month at Rutgers. Purdue was a 3-point favorite. Purdue won easily, 68-50, and it went under the total, under 148.5. So now it's good. Now this one's gone up a bit to 151. Rutgers overall 4-6 last 10, 7-3 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. 2-3 last 5 games, and 3-2 last 5 games. That's for that game. That's for Rutgers. Purdue 5-5 last 10, 5-5 against the spread, 7-3 to the over. Purdue 1-4 last 5 games, and 2-3 to the under. 6-4 to the over. These guys are basically flip-flopped the over-unders. I think this game here, I'm going to look at this one. Let me look at this game further. Let's look at this one here further. Purdue Rutgers. Let's look at this one. I like Purdue in the first half. Purdue 5.5 first half. Purdue minus 5.5 first half. I like that. And I like the over 151.5. And Purdue first half 5.5. Again, this is Purdue's this is their last home game of the season, so I like Purdue to go out with a bang and have their way with Rutgers and dominate the game from start to finish. So I like Purdue first half and the over 151.5. That's my play for that game. The next game we're going to look at here, we're going to see Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida versus Georgia Tech. That's the next game. This one here opened up Georgia Tech at home 9.5, total 148.5. Now this has gone all the way to 10. We're seeing 10s on the board, and still we've seen a 149.5 now at FanDuel, 149 at Bet River. So it's coming to 149. That's where it's coming to right now. So we're seeing mainly a lot of 148s, but the number's gone to 10. Let's look at this. Let's look at the perspective here. That's Georgia Tech and Miami, Florida. We'll take a look at that one. So Georgia Tech's getting all the money. That's 9.5. Yeah, they're getting all the money coming in. Public's all over Georgia Tech. Nothing on the total. So we'll look into this one further. Let's see. Six and 4 last 10. So this is the first meeting of the season between these two teams. 2-8 last 10 games. 6-4 against the spread. 7-3 to the over. That's Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida has lost 5 straight games. Yeah, they've lost 5 in a row. So 0-5 last 5 games. 3-2 to the over. So they're giving up a lot offensively. Georgia Tech 7-3 last 10, 7-3 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. Georgia Tech's won 2 straight games. They are 4-1 last 5 games, and are 2-3 to the under. Yeah, this is Georgia Tech's last home game. Yeah, Miami, Florida. They basically nailed it. They basically nailed in the season. They mailed it in. They mailed in the season. They're not really doing. They're not doing much here. Yeah, they've mailed it in. Georgia Tech's last game out of home. Let's see. Let's see here. Gonna look at a. Man, let's see something here. Let's take a look at this game here a little bit more. I'm going to go with the Georgia Tech team total over 79 points. 79.5 points. The last 2 home games for Georgia Tech, they've gone over this team total. Against Cal, they scored 90 points. Against NC State at home, their last game last week, they scored 87 points. So I like Georgia Tech team total over 79.5. Yeah, that's the angle I'm going to go with. I like that. And I like Georgia Tech minus 9.5. I think they cover the points, and they win the game straight out. So that's the angle I'm looking at for this game. That's Georgia Tech and Miami, Florida. The next game we're going to look at here. Let's see. We will look at Auburn, Texas A&M. This one opened up 5.5. Auburn, total 149.5, as you can see. Right now, it's gone to 4.5. Yeah, mainly across the board 4.5. 4 is mainly right now coming up, and it's 151. Gone up to 151. Let's look here. A&M's getting the points. Auburn's getting the money first, and A&M's getting the points. Let's look at it from here. Yeah, Auburn, A&M's getting the money now. And we got the under in this game. Public's on the under. All right, so look into this game further. Let's look into this one. Auburn, Texas A&M. So Auburn, Texas A&M in this game. Okay. So this one here, the first meeting of the season, Auburn, Texas A&M. Auburn. Let me look at this one here again. Yeah, Auburn, 9-1 last 10 games, 7-3 against the spread, 8-2 to the over. Auburn has won 6 games in a row. They're 5-0 last 5. Out of the 5 games, they've covered 2 of the last 5 games as a favorite. And they're 4-1 to the over. A&M, 5-5 last 10, 3-6-1 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. A&M's last 4 games in a row. They're 1-4 last 5 games. And 3-2 to the over. A&M 3-2 to the over. Auburn 4-1 to the over. But the public likes the under, which is interesting. That's interesting. Let's see here. Auburn A&M. Auburn A&M, Auburn A&M. Let's see. Let's see this one. Auburn A&M. Auburn A&M, Auburn A&M, Auburn A&M. Okay, so this one here. I'm gonna take the over in this one. I like the over here, over 151.5. Yeah, I'm gonna take Auburn A&M over 151.5. Both teams are playing to the over right now. I don't know. I'm not sure why the public likes the under, but I'm gonna take the over. That's how I'm playing this game. And yeah, that's the way I'm going to play this game. I'm going to play the over 151.5 side. I lean towards A&M because Auburn, they don't really need the game. They're already in the tournament. So I'm leaning towards A&M plus the 4.5. But I like the over more, over 151.5. I like that one more. So that's it for that game. So the next game we're going to look at here, the next game we'll look at will be Georgetown and Villanova. Open 3.5. Total is 143.5. It's come all the way up to 5.5. It's come down to 142. We're even seeing a 141 in this game. So let's take a look at this one. All the money's all over Villanova. Nothing on the total. Let's see this one. Got another perspective. All right, so I have a play on this one here. That's Villanova and Georgetown. This one here, they played in January earlier this year in Creighton. Creighton was a 15-point favorite. They won 179-54. It was under the total, under 134.5. Second meeting here. Creighton overall 7-3 last 10, 6-4 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. Creighton 2-3 last 5 games, and 2-3 to the under. Seton Hall 1-9 last 10, 5-5 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. Seton Hall 1-4 last 5 games, and 2-3 to the under. 2-3 to the under. I'm sorry, 3-2 to the overs. 3-2 to the over Seton Hall. Sorry about that. 3-2 to the over Seton Hall. And 2-3 to the under Creighton. Let's look at this one. Is it Creighton? I don't know what we're doing. Did I do? Oh, I said we're doing Georgetown. Sorry, I'm doing the wrong game. Sorry about that. My apologies, guys. We're doing is Creighton. It's Georgetown and Villanova. We did that already? No, that's the one we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, Georgetown, Villanova. I did Creighton. Sorry about that. My apologies. So Villanova Georgetown, Villanova at home. This is the game last month. Villanova, Georgetown covered. Villanova was a 7.5-point favorite. Georgetown covered and won 64-63. It was under 136. Villanova 6-4 last 10, 6-4 against the spread, 5-5 over under. Villanova 3-2 last 5 games, and 2-3 to the under. Georgetown 3-7 last 10, 5-5 against the spread, 7-3 to the over. Georgetown's last 3 straight games, they are 1-4 last 5, and 4-1 to the over. So Georgetown playing to the over, Villanova playing to the under. First game went under. Last 4 meetings have gone under. And we're at 142. Yeah, 142. Let's see here. Okay, so we'll look into this one further. Let's see. That's Georgetown and Villanova. This game is a 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's an 8 o'clock matchup. Villanova. Yeah, for this game, I like the under. I like under 142.5. I do like the under. I'm going to look at, let me see if I could get a first half under as well at the same time. Yeah, I like the under here, under 142.5. I don't see anything changing from the first meeting. The line's indicating it's gone down to a little bit too, from 143, 142, 141. Just like the first meeting, it went under. I expect this game to go under the same way. Remember, they've gone under Villanova and Georgetown the last 4 meetings. So I like the under here again. I'm definitely going to go with the under. Don't see anything changing. As for the side, nothing for the side, just like the under 142.5. Next game we're going to look at here, it's going to be, let's see. It will be Ohio State and Nebraska. That's the next game we're going to look at. Ohio State and Nebraska. So this one here, Ohio State's -6 opening up. Total 144.5. Sorry, total 144 is the opening number. If you can see it there, Nebraska, Ohio State. We now are looking at, from 144, it's come all the way down to 143. 144 to 143. 6.5, 143.5. So 6.5. So we'll say it's at 6.5, 143. We're gonna say that, and we'll look into this one. It's been pretty quiet on this book. Let's see. Pinnacle. Check this one out. All right, so let's see here. So look into this game further. Let's take a look. Yeah, we'll look into this game, Ohio State and Nebraska. Let's see. Ohio State and Nebraska. See if we can find it here. game was somewhere. Let me see what times that game. It's a 9 o'clock start, so 9 o'clock. So it's a 9 o'clock game. Oh, let me see. I saw it. There we are. Okay, Ohio State, Nebraska. All right, so they played last month in Nebraska. It was a 2.5 point favorite, Nebraska. Nebraska won 79-71, and it went over the total, 145. So this is the rematch in Ohio State. Nebraska 5-5 last 10, 5-5 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. Nebraska's lost 3 games in a row. They're 1-4 last 5 games. 2-3 to the under. Ohio State, they are coming off a 2-game road trip. They went 1-1 on the road trip, and they're 2-3 last 5 games, and are 3-2 to the over. Ohio 3-2 to the over. Nebraska 2-3 to the under. Let's look at this one here. First meeting went over. Let's see. Ohio State 6 at home. The last game they covered was against Washington, Ohio State. Then they covered Maryland at home 1.5. This is Ohio State's last game. Their last home game of the season. Yeah, let's see. They're 6 at home. Let's look at this one. Take a look at this game. 9 o'clock start. Ohio State. Let me look at the first half and see if I see any angle here. I would take the under in the first half. Nebraska, Ohio State, under 67.5 first half. I like the under in this game. I wouldn't talk you off of the full game under either. This seems like it's one of those grinded out type of games. I know the first game went over, 145. The last 3 meetings have gone over, but I'm looking at the under first half. I think it'll be a grinded out type of game at the beginning, where it's it's just going to be a feel out process, in my opinion, and then that's how I see the first half. And the numbers are reflecting that a little bit from what I'm seeing. The numbers are reflecting that. They are reflecting, to me, in my opinion, the first half over. I wouldn't talk you off the under, but I like the first half. Sorry, I like the first half under. Excuse me, under in the first half. Excuse me, under in the first half. That's the way I'm going to go about that. Under first half in this game. We'll do one more game after this. This will be the last game. We'll do a West Coast or Mountain West game. Let's see. Let's see what stands out here. Let's see. What's a good game to chase? We'll do UNLV and San Diego State. That's the last game. The last Mountain West game we're going to do. Or the last game on the slate. UNLV and San Diego State. We'll do that one. Mountain West game. This is in UNLV. Total 131 minus 3.5. Yeah, we're going to do this game here. 3.5 in this game. It's the opening number, 131. And it's come down now to 2.5, basically. 2.5 across the board. 131. Let's look at this one here. UNLV is getting the support for the public. San Diego State as well. So there's a little bit of resistance in this one. As far as the total, I'm gonna have a play on this game for sure. Let's look into this one further. UNLV and San Diego State. That's the last game on the board we're doing. So this one here, head to head. They did play January the 18th. This one was in San Diego State. San Diego State was a 10.5 point favorite. UNLV covered and won the game 76-68 over. I went over the total 133.5. This is the second meeting, and San Diego State 8-2 last 10, 4-6 against the spread, 5-5 to the over/under. San Diego State's won 2 straight games. They are 4-1 last 5 games, and are 3-2 to the over. San Diego State. UNLV 5-5 last 10, 6-4 against the spread, 3-7 to the under. UNLV's won 2 straight as well. They're 4-1 last 5 games, and are 1-4 to the under. So defensively, San Diego State's playing some good defense. But San Diego State on the road, they are favored on the road. They haven't even won a road game as favorites. I don't understand why they're favored. They haven't even won a game on the road, and they're favored on the road. And they're favored on the road. It doesn't make any sense. I do have 2 plays on this game. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it makes 0 sense to me. I don't understand that. There are 2 plays I like though, and I'll give them to you in a second. 1, 2. Yeah. So I like UNLV, and I like the under. UNLV is a good home dog. They're a solid home dog. They're very good at home. They proved that against Nevada in the last game, and they won. They beat Nevada as a home dog and won outright. And UNLV they have played to the under at home in 5 consecutive games. 5 consecutive unders at home for UNLV. So they've done pretty well at home as an under. So therefore, I like the under in this game. It's 130.5. I've seen it gone down to 129.5. So I definitely like the under. If you can get it at 130, get it at 130.5. If not, taking it at 129.5. I like the under. I like the under. And I like UNLV. I'm going to take UNLV in this game. UNLV plus the 2.5 and the under. That's the way I'm looking at for this game. Yeah, I like that's my play for that game. So that's it for the college edition. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Abby. Whether your favorite follow these picks, it's up to you. I just look at the games, see what I like, and then make the choice from what I like and what I see. I still hope you cash your tickets, whether you fade or follow. Hope you hit some winners, and hit the like and subscribe button for more college basketball picks and plays. We got you covered right through March Madness, all the way to the championship game and the Final Four, Final 8. We got you covered. This is the college basketball edition. Again, my name is Abby. Good luck to you guys. Again, hit the like and subscribe button for more of these picks and plays for over-unders, the money line, point spreads, the whole 9 yards. Hit the like and subscribe button. Again, good luck to you guys. Hope you hit some winners, cash some tickets, whether you fade or follow. Stay true to your hearts. Stay blessed. Peace. Good luck.